Hey everyone, Celtic Cavaliers here. As you all know, we recently moved to a new house and a farm, and with that came a completely different whelping setup than we had last time with my last video from 6 months ago. In this house, we actually have a whole room downstairs dedicated to my dogs with a few built-in dog kennel slash runs, crash cart desk, my computer, everything down there basically for my breeding program. Cami, as you know, assists me a lot with all things breeding and dog related. And we came up with the idea that we thought it was probably better to have a whelping area upstairs, actually in my room, as the downstairs stays quite a bit colder with the cement flooring, and it's not right next to water access, and it's completely separate from the rest of the household. So we decided, for the first week or so that pups are here, that we would have it here in my walk-in closet in my bedroom. Not going to show you my bedroom because I haven't finished making my bed, but this is my walk-in closet that we kind of emptied out and shoved everything on the other side with all my kids' Christmas presents. But this is what we're doing so that Cami and I have a place to sleep, watch TV. We have a bathroom in this room as well, so access to water, that way we don't really have to leave the room while she's in labor and when we've got newborn puppies. We've got a fridge in here, a freezer, a toilet, running water. We've pretty much beds. We've internet access. We've got everything. We don't even have to leave this room. So we made a makeshift kind of whelping area on one side of the walk-in closet. So at the bottom here, you've got Rosie's whelping box. Last time my husband built a wooden whelping box, and it was just really difficult to clean. It was extremely heavy. It was not very efficient. We couldn't really move it. And so this time we decided to go with a 50-gallon stock tank from the feed store, and Rosie loves it. It wipes right out. I can pick it up and throw it in the bathtub if I have to. It's very lightweight. Honestly, it's perfect. It's got smooth sides, nothing puppies can catch a little nails on. It's amazing. I don't know why everybody doesn't use these for whelping boxes, because this is the go-to. Up here, you can see, hold on, turn this on. It just shut off, so you can get an idea. There we go. This is the incubator. Maybe you've seen the Puppy Warmer brand incubators. This is pretty much the same thing, but we decided on a slightly different heat source. The Puppy Warmers, this is, the same tank and everything that they use, but they have kind of I think it's a still air circulation system up top. And we decided to go with something that allowed surface heat to directly warm the puppies, plus a radiant heat as well, so that we can adjust the temperature a little bit better, and we can fluctuate the ambient temp as well as the surface temp depending on what's going on. It's got thermometer back there for ambient temp. We've got a thermometer here. It's high right now. I'm still calibrating everything. We just kind of hooked up a little reptile thermometer that shows us surface temp. And then we've also got the power here that we can set the temp to, and it will circulate it on and off depending on what the temp is. If the temp gets too high, it shuts it down. If it gets too low, it kicks it on. This controls the surface temp as well. Again, it's also hooked up so that it will cycle on and off depending on the heat. These temps are reading really high right now, obviously, because I'm still calibrating everything and trying to figure out what the sweet spot is for ambient as well as surface. Here we have, excuse the mess up above, I have all my clothes shoved on a shelf because I haven't moved my dresser in the room yet. But up here we have, washcloths when puppies are born. These are great for drying them off, warming them up, stimulating them. We've got hand towels. And then we've got the big bath towels put in the whelping pen. These, I always get white because I can just easily bleach them, and they're really easy to sanitize. I sanitize and bleach all laundry that comes in contact with mama and puppies. Down here, you will see some of the puppy pads. They're not all here. I'm still trying to locate a lot of them from last time and get them all sanitized and folded up here. We've got lots of puppy blankets back there. We've got our kennel disinfectant. It's Rescue. It's what my vet uses. It's amazing. We've got rubbing alcohol as well. We've got disposable puppy pads right here for labor. I don't like using them once puppies are here because, you know, they tend to get chewed up and tore up. But I do use them when mama's in labor and they just get chucked. It kind of cuts down on the laundry. Last time we decided to use all, you know, reusable through the whole labor and newborn puppy process. And we were so overloaded with laundry. I probably did 10 loads of laundry in the first 24 hours. Because that's, you know, those 50 washcloths here, you will go through all 50 just in the birth process. And then you go through all those towels and all those puppy pads within the first 2 hours. So we're going to switch to some disposable for the first couple hours and then switch out from there. In here, now, majority of my supplies, 99% of my supplies are still downstairs in the big dog / whelping room. But this is kind of just like, because I have a huge medical crash cart down there that's just full. It's got like 8 drawers. It's bigger than I am. And it's full of every kind of veterinary supply you can really think of. But this is kind of like my little crash box that has the basics in it. You know, I've got the calcium paste for when she's in labor. I've got betadine solution back there, Nutrical gel for puppies and mama, Caro syrup to bring up blood sugar. We've got, you know, the feeding nipples and the syringes if I have to hand feed a puppy. We've got IV bags with lactated ringers, umbilical cord clips, rubber gloves, scissors, thermometers to take mom's and puppy's temperature. You know, we've got a bottle. We've got Nutri-Drops for newborn puppies. We've got fading puppy support. You know, KY jelly and everything, and Vaseline to take mama's temperature. We've got syringes and hypodermics to give subcutaneous fluids to either mama or puppies if they need it. These are to cut umbilical cords. And these are hemostats in here to clamp the umbilical cord until we can get puppy situated and they get the little plastic clips here on. And these all, once we start seeing signs of labor, this jar will get filled up with rubbing alcohol, so everything's sanitary. The scissors will get moved over here. We have cotton pads to put the bedding on to clean umbilical cords. Puppy identification collars. We switched it up a little bit this time and went with something a little more durable. You know, we've got the D-Lee suction to suction out babies' airways, as well as a bulb syringe as a backup. We've got alcohol prep pads. We've got electrolyte solution for mama. We've also got a separate electrolyte Pedialyte solution for puppies. I think that's mostly what's in there. Back here, we have a hot water bottle. We do live on a farm, kind of out in the middle of nowhere. Sometimes power goes out or we get a storm. And we do have a wood stove, so that gives me the ability to heat water on the wood stove, fill a hot water bottle, and still have heat in the incubator if need be. We also have gallon. This is 1 gallon. We've got probably 30 in the closet of purified drinking water, because when the power goes out here, we also lose our well pump. So we do not have access to water when the power is out. So we have multiple gallons. Let's see. Of course, you know, there's the oxygen concentrator. Same one as last time. Eventually I'll upgrade. Ignore all the Christmas presents piled up in the background. Over here we've got one of our nebulizers. It's my kid's one, but it's able to nebulize, you know, for humidity or albuterol. If we have a puppy that's, you know, got some pneumonia or something happens. We've not had that happen yet, but I have it just in case. And I do have a backup in storage. Oh, let's see. I've got another humidifier up here that I can plug in if I need to add humidity to the room so puppies don't get dried out. We've got the puppy scale. We have an emergency flashlight. I've actually got emergency lanterns tucked up behind there as well. Again, in case power goes out. We also have battery-powered wall lights, emergency lights that will come on if the power goes out. I've got more of my medical bags. Again, ignore all the laundry. More medical bags back there with more advanced medical supplies if needed. Those are actually my search and rescue bags, but I've had to break into them for dogs in the past, so we keep them in here as well. Again, please excuse all the Christmas presents, but we've got a fridge over here. to keep things in. I've got fresh frozen plasma I had overnighted from California that is kept in bags and vials down in my deep freeze. To help puppies and mama if they need it in an emergency. Also, downstairs I've got more IV bags and lines and much more supplies down there, but this is basically the quick what we need on hand for mama's labor and delivery. So that's our little space. It's not quite as fancy as my last one, but the downstairs is kind of my fancy, nice space with the kennels and everything, but going up and down 2 flights of stairs and through locked doors and getting down into that room and back if I need water is just not the most functional. Puppies and mama will probably get moved down there after they're a week or so old and everything's stable and going good. But for now, this will be Mama Rosie's and the puppy's home for about a week or so. Like I said, Rosie absolutely loves it. She loves stuffed animals. That's why there's a teddy bear in there. It just gives her some comfort. She likes to lay on it. And some of her new toys. And we've got pads and towels already laid out in there. Everything's getting pretty close to ready to go. Still got to figure out how to combine all these cords and get them a little more functional, not just draped across my shelves. But we're still trying to figure it out because the power supply is on the other side of the room. So we're still working on that, trying to get them out of the way, but we're getting pretty close to being completely ready to go. Rosie's been staying at Cammie's last few weeks because we've had loggers here and we didn't want to stress her out with the noise, but she'll be getting brought back this weekend or early next week. So we will be on full-blown puppy watch at that point. I will not be going anywhere. So here soon we should have Christmas puppies. Stay tuned.